Hello,
AJ.
am I audible?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep. I think it's just you and me. Rita said she won't be able to make it.
Okay. Well, let me look at the agenda. Oh, yeah. You wanted to discuss the external data provider status? Do you want to discuss release 320 first? Up to you, Jay.
Yeah, sure. Let's discuss 324. So,
That one is pretty straightforward. I think you merged the River PR.
yeah.
I mean, did you ask the person to revalidate? I think that's what we said we wanted to do.
Yeah, I pinged him a couple of times. I don't know. Yesterday I didn't receive any notification. I haven't checked today. So, let me see. Just a second. No, I didn't receive anything. Like I haven't heard anything back, but I did test this image in my local, and I didn't get any like readiness
Yeah,
note.
okay. Yeah, but as long as I think we verified it, I think it's fine. Okay. I mean, it's also just a revert anyway. Okay, so I think we waited enough, right?
Yeah, it's two and a
Um,
half weeks, I think, almost. Or
yeah, we did like a 1 week before we did cut the RC, right? The RC one? Yeah, okay. Cool. So I think yeah, just we'll just release a stable one, I guess.
so do should we do it today or
Yeah, let's just do it after this meeting, yeah.
okay? Cool. Yeah, I'll start on getting the result.
And nobody else reported any issues, correct?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Okay. Cool. I think yeah, that would be yeah. That's fine.
Uh okay. Then let's discuss the status, the design doc. Do you need some time to go through it? It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah. Let me review it unless you have like a specific like things you want to ask. I have not looked at this before. So
Okay. Yeah, I have only like three open questions at the end of it, which will make sense once you go through it. So,
okay. I think we just want to make it similar to the other um status ones. For I think status is pretty clear, right? And probably your question about metrics. Yeah.
yeah.
Request duration, cache hits, provider request. Yeah, I mean I think in the past we had like um the concern for cardinality for the metrics. So how much of it we want to expose, because it's an like not a like an authenticated or protected endpoint. Um, I think that's the only thing that I can think about.
Yeah, that was one of my concerns as well. So
Yeah. Do we want to list the names but not go into the specific details? Right. Let's say like the a like ratify provider.
but
Um,
uh, I think it will be part of the tag anyways for metrics, right? Otherwise, how would the status work? Uh,
yeah.
so the provider name has to be part of the metrics anyways, which will indicate the status active or not
Right.
per provider. But apart from that, for example, how much is like average latency for requests through this provider, or uh, like other useful metrics that we can think of basically.
Right. I think that's a yeah, the latency is a good one. I think that's what the GitHub team was also interested.
Hmm.
So that might be also be good to talk to them maybe about like hey or and ratify to see if what kind of metrics they would be interested on their side.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, the request duration cache hits, those are all good. Total provider requests. Um, yeah, maybe we can think about like the success, not success also as the like separate labels. And I'm just thinking out loud.
What do you mean success or not
I think
success?
for some of the other ones we have these like error and then the success for like the gatekeeper metrics. Pull it
Hmm.
up.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, we can turn it for in this sense. I thought it would make more sense for active and error, just because like
yeah,
the
same thing. Yeah, active and error. Exactly. Yeah. Let me see the metrics. It's been a while since metric. Yeah. Yeah, we have status, active, and error. Yeah. What else? What do you mean by do we want information about policy mutator in matrix as a tag?
so for example, like the use of external data in case of mutation is to get some information in return, and then in case of validation, it's just true or false. So I was wondering if it's useful for the users to have a metrics or have a data where um, it can indicate that for mutation the average request latency is this, for validation it's this, for this provider has processed this many mutation requests versus this many validation requests, or
Hmm,
basically at a use case level bifurcation between
I
all the
see.
metrics that we provide.
Because we can have a provider that can do both validation and mutation. We basically have, hey, like 5 requests went to validation, 10 for mutation, whatever. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, how would we know? I guess like it's just coming from the either mutation
So
or
one is in frameworks, like, and one is in
mm,
gatekeepers mutation. So we know at the time, like,
I see.
we know when we process the request, right? Because we process in the like under constraint frameworks orthodox, and one is under
Yeah.
mutation
Yeah, that
systems.
makes sense. Yeah, like just how many calls went into for each. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, especially Ratify might be interested because I think they do both. So I think that would be a good thing to sync with them. Like, like, hey, do these make sense, and are they interested in anything else?
And then we agreed on latency, right? Latency or request duration.
Yeah,
And do you want to expose the similar thing in status as well? Because as of now, status only has like error and just that.
Sorry, I didn't understand the question. Um,
So, do we want to expose the same thing for? I mean, I don't know how we would do average request latency,
oh,
but
it's part of the status.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, let's just keep it like simple for status. Just I think error, not error. I don't think we need to add any metrics to the status.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, once you go through the API of the status, just let me know if
Okay.
I don't think we won't operate
Yeah,
it.
I think what we usually have the error or not error, right? In status.
Um, yeah, I mean, except for constraint, right, where we have a lot of other stuff like total violations reported and
Oh, we do? I didn't remember. Huh, interesting.
like in constraint status, we do have that field.
Constraint status. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I think, yeah, total violations, we do have that. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, let's just keep it simple for now, maybe. I'll review it, but we can basically use like error, not error, basically. And then we can always add if people are asking like, hey, we want I don't know, total requests or something like that, and we can add that. Train template objects. I'm just looking at the status stuff. Mhm. Do we have any of the status documented? I think we have this operation status and whatnot in the operations in our under architectures.
Yeah, we don't have. I mean, I think we only have constraints status documented,
Hmm.
not even constraint status,
Yeah.
and that is also like for audit we documented the status of that constraint.
Okay. Yeah. I'll review this and then we can talk more about it. But yeah, this makes sense in general.
Maybe I'm forgetting. We do have total violation.
We do under
Huh, because the status documented in the website does not have that field, so I got confused.
under audit, right? Yeah, I was just looking at that. Yeah, there's enforced through violations, but there's no total violations.
Yeah, but it's written on the paragraph above that the total violation count will be included.
Yeah, I think this was either super old before we had the total violations. I think that was one of my first PRs in Gatekeeper to add the total
Wow.
violations. So yeah, and maybe we didn't add that one over here.
Okay, cool. So I'll check with the GitHub folks and rectify. I'll check with Akash as well to see what type of metrics.
Yeah, I think that would be good because they're the users, so they can tell us like, hey, if we had these metrics, that would be amazing, and then yeah, we can add that.
Yep. Uh, cool. Then move on to the next.
Yeah, sounds good. Um,
Yes, somebody raised this PR where they are basically adding additional validating admission review rules, and like I think it's additional webhook configuration itself. So uh, I was wondering if this should belong upstream or it should just be in their local charts. I, I don't
Uh,
think this is a wide case use case. Basically, the gist was they wanted to have some resources validate always and not skip the webhook. And so they wanted another entry that's not skipped. Right now, they are using OPA validate and gatekeeper in conjunction for their use case, where they don't, even with the exempt namespace flag, they don't want certain resources to be skipped from the web.
why? Because you need to be an admin to be able to add that. And if you're an admin, you can always skip stuff. Uh, some- uh, I don't understand why is there validating webhook URL? I don't think we have this in the. Oh, do we have a validating webhook URL? Hmm.
What URL?
There is like a variable called validating webhook URL. I guess they're not adding this one. Interesting. Okay. Um,
Do we have that word?
I guess we do. It's set to null, but I don't remember.
I don't think we do this. Is the
No, I mean it's already in there in values, but maybe it's not being used. Yeah, we do. Yeah, it's used in the
oh, it's null.
yeah, it's null, so we don't actually use it. But yeah, I guess if it's defined, I don't remember this one. So what global gatekeeper does this age? Um, I still don't understand what this PR is doing. It adds another webhook, but what does that other webhook do? It seems like exactly what we have. I'm just trying to understand what is the difference.
I think the rules would be different, right? The matching rules where it won't skip resources.
Ooh,
Let me see.
we have the custom rules on the other one too. I I'm trying to figure out what the it looks like exactly the same to me. Um,
Yeah, you are right. Mission review. Even better.
yeah, maybe I'll just follow up with them to understand what they're trying. Oh, it looks like there's a
I think the matching policy, they removed the matching policy. So that's why it's not skipping the resources. Because in our webhook configuration, we have,
no. There's a match policy. Is exact.
why don't I?
It's on the on the green section, there's match policy exact, just right before the name.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
global. Yeah.
What what is match policy
I'm
exemption?
guessing they want like two webhooks basically. Like it's like, hey, so they don't they can have two configurations.
Okay, but oh, I guess they changed the namespace selector then. Yeah,
Um,
namespace selector and yeah, the whole thing I don't think is there.
namespace. It's really hard to review, but because it's not
Yeah,
changing stuff. Namespace. Oh, okay. So yeah. So this won't be skipped. Yeah.
yeah. So this basically with this configuration, the exempt namespace is null and void.
Yeah, that it you won't be able to exempt this one. I mean, except the config exclusion, then you can still exempt it.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Except the config exclusion, which is the gatekeeper decides on uh what to
Hmm.
exempt. So it is so we have two exclusions, right? One of them is through the webhook,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
the
yeah,
label thing, right? The and then the other one is the config exclusion, which then gatekeeper decides on it. Yeah, like internal logic, like hey, if we are doing this, then exempt. But then everything comes to the gatekeeper. So it's one of them is before the before gatekeeper, and
yeah,
then
yeah,
one of
yeah.
them is after gatekeeper. So
So
in
I
this
don't
one, will
understand.
huh?
I don't understand. So if the gatekeeper is down, then the request will get denied, right?
If so, there the failure policy is ignored. So if gatekeeper is down, it will fail open. So that's what I was checking. Like, is it failed close and or open? It's failed close, so everything will go through. Um, so they are eliminating. I don't understand what they're trying to do, but they're eliminating the skip, but they have the other config exclusion.
L-
But then to be able to edit the namespace exclusion, you need to be an admin anyway, because you need to change the gatekeepers the flags to add the exempt namespace thing. Uh, so I don't understand it. So, or to add a config, you also need to be an admin, or like like on at least manage the gatekeeper deployment. Um, so which is the same thing, but yeah, I don't understand. Because they won't be able to bypass this completely anyway. Somebody will be able to bypass using config.
Yeah.
So maybe they don't know about that one. Yeah, I need to read this more to understand it.
They're basically saying, okay, so with exempt namespaces, they are not able to validate. I'm assuming from the description they are not able to validate patch requests to certain namespaces because they are exempt from the webhook. But in that case,
So they want to exclude certain things, certain namespaces, but they also want those namespaces to be.
yeah, it's confusing.
Yeah, I don't understand this one.
Let me follow up and ask for more clarity.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't understand this.
Because the only difference is basically this: the namespace selector and object selector is not there in the configuration that they are adding.
Yeah. Okay. Let's follow up on this one, and then yeah. I mean, this is a big change. Adding a new webhook.
Yeah,
Oh, and then I think I owe you a review on the Gator Verify. I added I LGTM the one that you sent before the dual stack one. I think I don't know anything about dual stack, so I that looked fine to me. But yeah,
yeah,
everything had like conditional. So I mean, worst case, I don't think it'll break anything.
yeah. That's what my thoughts were as well.
Yeah, Helm charts are kind of like wild. Like it's just like so many configuration knobs. I wish there was a better way. I think ours is like fine, but yeah, I wish like people can just don't have to um do these every single time there's like a thing. Um,
Yeah. Okay. So I dual stack one, and I sent you one more. The
yeah,
gator.
you send me the Gator Verify. That's I'll review that one. But
Oh
it's been
wait.
on for a while. But if you look, I mean, if it looks good to you and then the test pass and then you can validate it, I just you can merge it unless you want my opinion too.
Okay. It's like it's been confusing since start of this year because the general rule of thumb was always get approval from two vendors,
Yeah.
but since Max is out, like it's.
Yeah, so I think
But in the
if you
worst
think
case,
it's
like
fine, you don't need to ask me or Rita. Yeah, it just yeah, use your best judgment. If you think you need a second opinion, then yeah, definitely ask us. Yeah,
yeah, I just don't want to break things, you know.
yeah, yeah. I would say just like look at the tests and make sure that the tests are working and it's not causing any issues. And yeah, just validate manually if you need to. But yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes also I use AI to review all too. So sometimes it adds like things like, oh, I didn't think about it and stuff. But ask it like, hey, like you need to be more critical about this sort of thing.
Hmm.
Otherwise, it says always says like, yeah, it looks good. This is great. Yeah,
Very encouraging.
yeah. So let me know if you want this want me to review this. I'm happy to review.
I think then in that
Um,
case, getter verify is fine if you don't have time. I'll review it once more just to make sure, and then I can watch.
okay, sounds good. Yeah, but if you're in doubt, feel free to just flag it. I'm happy to review.
Cool. Nothing else. Then we get the time back. I'll start working on the release, and I'll reach out to Ratify team and GitHub team for metrics and status.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. Cool. See ya. Bye.
Cool. Anything else we want to discuss?
No, I think I only had three items. We haven't heard from Alan from quite some time, so I was thinking of pinging him. He was
Oh,
working. Do you remember? I think JP Morgan. Yeah, he was from JP Morgan, where they were running a webhook, mutation webhook independently, and were facing some issues due to enforcement point action, and he was trying
oh,
to figure their charts and everything out. So,
I see.
and then he was also working on an issue regarding that as well. So, but I haven't heard anything, any updates on that one.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember. There's so many things going on.
So, yeah, cool. Nothing else. Bye.
Cool. See ya.
Yeah.